morning stream back here with Skeletors Space Adventure Episode 9. We've just gone live, everybody. It's 10:30 a.m. on Monday. And yeah, been a busy boy this morning, so I have been able to squeeze in a stream today. I did say I was going to kick off at 10:30. That number has just ticked over to that point. If you're wondering what that blowing noise is, that's not my computer this time. That's that wind turbine that we're stood next to. If this starts to get a bit noisy, I did hear back in the last VOD that it does get a little noisy. I might have to turn the game sound or the ambient sound down a little bit to compensate for that. But then again, if I did that, you wouldn't hear all of the bing bong booms of the meteors falling, which I know you all love the same as I do. Welcome back, everybody. Last episode, we had a lot of fun. A lot of fun building machines and playing with power. As you can see, that wind turbine was something that we were able to achieve last time around, as well as the power network that goes along with it. Little look off wistfully into the distance as we can see the particles forming in the sky as we go from day to night. Isn't that beautiful? VJ4's other name, Morning Sexy Skeletor, he says. Good morning, VJ4. How are you doing today? JJ21B, also lovely to see you as well this morning. Welcome, both of you. Hope you're both well. Hope you had great weekends. And yeah, thank you for being here to help me kick off this episode 9. I am awake, says VJ4. I am also awake. VJ, if you've been in my Discord this morning, same as yourself, JJ. I've been a busy boy this morning. I've been out for a 5-mile run already, as well as taking the kids to school. And yeah, I got 2 hours now I can squeeze in before I have to go and pick the little one up. What in tarnation is a zombie doing inside my base? Who invited you and where did you come from? Obviously, I've still not got enough light in there because I just don't understand how it's possible he can spawn in. I'm going to have to do something about the ceiling. Maybe today is the day we should get started with Castle Grayskull. And maybe we should do that without using these dark sky blocks because that is causing spawning, as you can see here. How am I? I'm great. I'm feeling great. Hopefully you can hear it in my voice. I feel great. I've had a great weekend. And everything's great in Star 17's world. Another thing I want to do today is I want to build the NASA workbench. I promised you all last episode. Now that we've got our machines in place, our power network is in place, we've got our compressor, we have our recycler, we have our circuit fabricator, we have our infuser. We are going to get started with the NASA workbench. So that's definitely the thing that we're going to kick off with today. So checking out over here, and yeah, NASA workbench was the last thing that we looked at. We need compressed steel, we need a advanced wafer, and some other basic bits around there. I think the toughest things to make here is going to be the compressed steel because it's going to require compressed iron as well as coal, but because we made the compressor last time around, we are in a good position to get that going today. Yeah, that's not right. What am I doing? That's the button. So we need iron, and lots of it, so that we can compress that into compressed style. We started cooking some iron last time around, so that's good timing. Obviously, the zombies are coming to see us as well as it's night time and I've not gone to bed. Good morning, zombies, or good evening, zombies. Nice to have you. Quick sound check for everybody in the chat. Can you hear me okay? Is my sound levels okay? Always best for me to check because I am the Wowzer Man and I am often making blunders with my equipment in between streams as I go off and do other things. Speaking of which, VJ, I have an interview on Friday. I'm going to need to use my webcam, so you're going to need to remind me to make sure my mic is communicating correctly after that, because I know I'll forget, like some kind of fool. Perfectly, says JJ. Thank you very much. GG, says VJ. Thank you for the GG. Look at these guys. All having a party outside. Ah, there's the booth of the meteor dropping down. JJ, question for you. And again, thank you for being here with us for the live stream today. I know that you're active, I think is the right word, in the Gaming Beasts Discord. So naturally, you found this mod pack, and from there, you've kind of made your way over to my live streams, and I thank you for that. How are you getting on with this so far? Whereabouts are you up to? Look, there's a zombie villager there. It seems a shame to decimate him at this stage, but I am not ready to start transforming these guys back to normal. But yeah, how are you getting on with the mod pack? Where are you up to? Have you made it to space yet? Let us know. Another thing I'd like to be able to do today at some point is to get the Wowzer wall up in place. And just a reminder to those that doesn't know what that means, anybody who comes and spends time with us either live or on the comments on the YouTube videos or in the Discord and is generally, you know, part of the community, I will honor you and tribute you by creating a plaque with your handle on it to say thank you, obviously, for spending time with us. Which obviously will be featured in the streams moving forwards. No extra cost to you, just for you being here is required. Like I say, a little bit of my way of kind of giving back to the community, not only with pleasurable entertainment, but also with, like I say, a little tribute within the game. Something that stays there forever. Oh, we got a piece of iron from one of those zombies that we just killed there. So that's a good start for our iron compressing. So we'll get 22 bits of compressed iron from that. I need to grab some more coal, which is going to be needed for the steel. In the meantime, we need a basic wafer. A wafer thin wafer. So from that, we're going to need a redstone repeater, silicone, redstone, and a diamond. So remind me again, a repeater is hardstone, redstone, and redstone torches. We are getting a bit light again on redstone because I've been a little bit loosey-goosey with it, especially when it came to enforcing these tools early on in the stream. So we might need to go digging around for more. Where am I keeping it? I think it might be in the box out there. I haven't made space yet. Actually, I put a pause in my main world to play on a server I set up with my buddies. So I'm currently starting fresh and just got past making animals. Very good. Did you do that with the DNA mechanics of the game? You know, getting the old DNA and then bringing them back that way, or have you chosen a different method for bringing back animals? I'm at a loss at the moment because I thought that restoring the grass might have them auto spawn in, but I've not seen any yet. Not sure if that's a good priority or not, but setting up machines past a fuel refinery and a quarry seemed a bit advanced for me. I like having quarries. Quarries are really handy. I did that in my last playthrough, is I had a huge quarry right outside my base, and then I put a nice glass top on it, just like the old Waffle Galaxy did that time. And then once I finished building that quarry, I had so much ores that kind of I was able to get really kind of plowing through the building of the space equipment. But this time around, because I'm trying to live stream at the same time, I'm trying to kind of keep things kind of organically moving forwards, you know, rather than kind of spend a lot of time on some boring stuff and then having some kind of stuff which is a little bit more exciting with the building and whatnot. So yeah, I'm trying my best to kind of multitask, if you like, through this, and I hope you guys are enjoying that. But yeah, through the fossils and archaeology, yeah, that's really exciting. And VJ, you're going to enjoy this at some point because we can have dinosaurs running around, and I know you enjoy a good dinosaur or two. He actually just removed that from the pack because it was unnatural. What, the dinosaurs or the DNA stuff? I hope he's not taking dinosaurs out, because that would suck. And by he, We're talking about the mod developer, the Gaming Beast. Obviously, his information is in my descriptions. So if you'd like to pay his Discord a visit and say thank you for building such a wonderful mod pack, great opportunity to do so. Six ingots. To get it, you need to get pig iron, kill something in your smeltery. Oh yeah, and then combine it with pig DNA to get a pig. Give another animal embryos to the pig to get other animals. All right, okay, so he's kind of stayed true to almost the reality simulation of, you know, cloning in a way, and taking cells and adding, you know, DNA to a cell. Yeah, and trying not necessarily to have it very mystical and mythical and whatnot. He removed animals spawning naturally. Oh, right, okay. Oh, well, that explains why I'm not seeing it then. Okay, that's fine, that's fine. Yeah. Oh, well, I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. I'm okay with bringing them back scientifically, let's say, because that's what we are essentially forced to do with this mod pack. Is, you know, all of our primitive knowledge is stripped from us. We have advanced as a human race, you know, to, you know, curing death essentially, says the kind of the introduction to the game. So therefore, you know, to bring back what is already dead, we would need to go through a very scientific process to do that. So cool. Something we will explore later on. But interesting that you've gone ahead and done that early, JJ. But I can see the benefit of doing that too, because now you are prepared for, well, you know, being able to harvest all of their goodies, basically. I wonder if there's a way to bring back eggs through chemistry. I doubt it. It'd be nice to have some chickens running about, wouldn't it? Alright, so redstone we now have, and we've got a lot more iron in our pockets. We've got iron in our front pocket for you. So we've got 22 compressed irons there, which is lovely. It's lush. Let's grab some more coals. Gonna need that silicone as well. Gonna need some sticks. Sticks, there we go. Back to this. So it was coal, 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 coal. We need 4, don't we? And then 4 of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should make compressed steel. So we'll come back to that in a moment. Circuit fabricator. Oh yeah, we need a diamond. And was it 1 torch? But we're going to need more for the NASA workbench. I think it was 2 more, wasn't it? 1, 2. Let's grab that diamond. Chuck in some more iron because we just blasted through a bunch of that. Stick that up there. Yes. Right, let's circuit fabricate ourselves a basic wafer. Was it basic wafer? Advanced wafer. So it was a diamond up here. It was, oh gosh, we need to make a redstone repeater. Let's do it this way around. No. Like that, like that, like that. Hard stone. Got any hard stone? Yeah, we do. We got the perfect amount. It's almost as if it was planned. 3 like that. 1 and 2, and a piece of redstone in the middle. There's a repeater. Back over here. Redstone repeater up there. Silicone, silicone. Piece of redstone. The animals are nice, but feels like I fell behind with machines. An automatic fuel refinery is the biggest thing I built, and then even then, the cooling is a pain. My last playthrough, I got as far as blasting off, so I had everything, oxygen collectors, and I was able to then, I think it was with the fluid transposer, then be able to put fuel oil into canisters, and be able to carry that stuff around with me. And then obviously, yeah, then I'd be able to put the oxygen inside oxygen tanks. I had the full spacesuit. I had the tier 1 rocket. I had the launch pad. I had that powered. I also had the cargo loader, and I was able to obviously load up the cargo within the ship itself. I blasted off. Blasted off. I took off. I launched. I got I got out of the planet. I was in space, and then I realized that I wasn't wearing the thermal clothing to be able to live on the moon. So I basically just came back to the overworld and hung my head in shame. So yeah, I was able to get that far without going too intense with some of the machinery. But I think, after doing it the first time, yeah, getting back and forth is going to be an interesting dilemma. So I either go there once, do everything on the moon, come back, done. Don't need to go back to the moon again. Or I need to then start playing with portals. So being able to obviously stick a portal on the overworld and then one on the moon and every other corresponding planet after that, so that we don't necessarily need to take a ship every time, is probably the most efficient way of doing it. But again, I'm nowhere near even starting on that. I know there's the Stargate mod, isn't there? So you could essentially take some Stargates and stick them up and around everywhere. So VJ4, you'll be very excited to know there's Stargates in this, and we'll be able to line up, lock in the chevrons for immediate fast travels. But that is not. I think that's mid-game stuff, right, JJ? I think by that point, then you're talking mid-game mechanics. I do love a good chevron. I know you do. What else does he say? The water pipes require cactus green, which as far as I can tell is only available from relic scraps in the analyzer. Collecting it is definitely in your best interest. Good tip. Thank you for that. I'll take a note. Cactus Jack. I'm sure we'll be able to obviously do that through the chemistry, through Mindchem, with something. Now I have the recycler. I'm able to make, in fact, we scrapped a bunch of stuff last time around. Let's give ourselves a bit of fun at the beginning of this stream here. So let's turn these guys into these scrap boxes. And as we learned last time, the scrap box is a mystery box. Who knows what we're going to get inside? Think of it like a loot crate to your door from some company, and we don't know what we're going to get inside. Last time we got a battery, which I think is pretty good at this early stage of the game, and a stick, which is not as good. So let's see what we get this time around. So I'm going to actually flip the camera around, face on while we do this. 1, 2, 3, here we go. VJ says he has a mystery box and a grinning face. That looks like a stick again. That looks like coarse dirt. Another stick. Getting a lot of sticks here. A wooden sword, wooden spade, great. A piece of dirt. A wooden hoe. What's that? Netherrack. And a grass block. That would be really handy, I think, if I hadn't already managed to deal with the grass situation. But, needless to say, all of that is pretty useless. So far, our best thing we've got has been a battery. Oh, soul sand. Actually, that's pretty damn good. That's pretty good. Happy with the soul sand. Although we do need to go to the nether at some point. and start playing over there. Then I'll imagine it's soul sand for days. Handy for another planet, assuming you don't have Silk Touch. Good point. Yes, so we're going to keep that and protect it. Krukonites, some Freezerites, and some Meteor Chips. We need one of those to finish this guy off to max stage. Take those out and we'll stick those somewhere. Where have I been keeping the Freezerite? There it is. And the Meteor Chips are in here too. The Krukonite I think I've got in the other one over there. We should take a sleep because there's zombies all about. What we got? Oh, hello there. What are you doing? Who's hurting me? Oh, it's the Blaze. These pesky blazes. Right, okay, let's deal with that, shall we? Quick bite to eat. There's two blazes out there. Now they're pretty heavy hitters, but oh, if you can get them on a good retreat movement, you can spam them quick. Well, yeah, taking advantage of the fact that I'm occupied with these osmium-clad lads. And now there's two of them. Out of here. Right, here we go. Man, I forgot to reload. Blitz. Take some of that. Blitz and chits. Right, there we go. That's cleaned up the lawn a little bit. 96 of those. What are we doing? We are putting up the Krukonites. Krukonite. And then... What a mess. What a mess. Let's also just cut these trees down with our good old Ultramine. Hopefully we'll get some more saplings from those. Yeah, so in the last episode, JJ, I got these trees from Cellulose, which I did with Minechem. So yeah, we've got the trees back. We've brought back these organics at least. No animals yet, but we do have what's the word? Agriculture coming. We've got a little farm over there, which I haven't touched for ages. We've got 5 saplings now. We've got profit saplings coming out of our legs. In fact, let's go and plant them over here. 5 trees. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. He's terraforming. I am practicing terraforming because we will terraform. You can go and plant a bunch of if I take dirt with me, or you can go and terraform the moon if we wanted to. Bringing the crust back. I am bringing the crust back. That's definitely true. I'm bringing back what used to be on the outer surface, which had been decimated by, well, according again to the story, our own greed and lust for technology and progress. We got a bit too lusty. Look at all these trees. Beautiful stuff. How is Jimmy LR VJ? Is he back in his factory default settings? I think it's probably the right thing to say. I haven't done a lot of looking into those things yet. Is the Minecam machinery of much challenge to acquire? No, mate. I did that the first thing I did was Minecam, and let me just and obviously not try and spoiler it out for you. Coal generator, very early game machinery that you can start off with. The microscope. I think the hardest thing that I had to get for the microscope was glass, and then with the glass you make the convex lenses and whatnot required to make the microscope, and then beyond that it's yeah, you should have everything you need relatively early on for the synthesizer and the decomposer. So yeah, that was one of the early things I did, because for me, I'm finding it really difficult to find sand at the moment. Without going on a mega exploration session, sand is a nightmare. So what I'm able to do with this is I'm able to turn gravel into sand, because there's gravel. There's plenty of gravel about. And that's where I felt that this was going to be really beneficial to me. Now, because I have it, yeah, I've been able to make use of this to make two things. Refined iron, which I think I did in the last episode, as well as the saplings with cellulose. And if you go into the inventory, basically type in the thing that you want to make, right? So let's say I wanted to make milk. I think maybe this will work. So select milk. We need the fluid transposer apparently. Yeah, no, sorry, that's a bad example. Let's try something different. Let's say magma. Magma cream. Blaze powder. No, that's a bad example as well. Something liquidy. Molten. What do we got in the molten? Aluminium, cobalt, bronze, blah, 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 blah. Metal, enderium, pig iron. You were talking about pig iron earlier on today. No, another bad example. Conductive red metal. Well, anyway, I'll just demonstrate what I did, right? So, was it reinforced? Iron? I'm done. I've forgotten. Completely forgotten. Open up your map real quick. Okay, Kalki. Map is open. What next? This is a great opportunity for me to have a sip of caffeinated beverage. Coffee going in. He hath returned to his lair. He is currently working away, I'm sure. No, not the Galaxy map, the Explorer's map. It might be bound to F7 or something. Ooh, I don't think I've even pressed that button yet. F7 brings up the... What do they call it? The, is it like the buildable bodges? That's fine. I can... Let's have a look in the key controls. Maybe I've got a conflict with F7. But we're looking for the Explorer map. Full screen map, voxel map. Yeah, that. I think that's what it was doing. The voxel map, wasn't it? Full screen map. Number pad 6. Number pad 6. This guy? Is this what we're after? Oh, you're going to tell me this is a great way of finding sand, right? If you just zoom out. That's not the right button. Wow, I've got all kinds of things going on here now. Zoom level 1. How do we deal with that? Oh, 5. This is it. Oh, voxel. Yeah, number pad 5. Right. This is cool. Thank you for this. This is good education. So now well, not only can you clearly see how I've really kind of brought the grass back thanks to this little meteor fella here. But yeah, you're going to tell me that all of these green spots, which they're pretty sparse for me, aren't they? There's looks like a so our oil there, Stargate there maybe. In fact, if I go down to that Stargate and grab the sandstone, I should be able to pulverize that back into sand maybe. Turn on the biome view. The acid lakes riddled with sand veins. It's under options at the bottom right. Options. And then biome view. You're gonna have to help me out, bro. Which what am I clicking on? Is it in-game waypoints? Beacons, signs? No. Radar. Details. Okay. Oh, biomes. Turn on the biome view. Chunk grid off, slime chunks off, or maybe world map. I haven't configured mine in a while. Okay, no worries. Although there's biome overlay. Could that be it? Solid, transparent off. Solid, transparent off. World map. Show waypoints on, show waypoint names on, regions, cache size 500, biome overlay, so back where we were, details, biome overlay, yes. Yes? Which one do we have it on? Is it transparent? This is very cool. I didn't know this was a thing. So what? Radioactive wasteland over there. We are here. Wasteland forest. Wasteland mountains. What's that? Point of interest. Okay. Oh yeah, that was like a village, wasn't it? Wasteland mountains over there. The things you learn. There's a Stargate there. There's a Stargate there. Radioactive wasteland down there. What are you? Yeah, there's a big forest down there as well. We're going to need to head out into this direction relatively soon as well, because I think we're going to need rubber from the rubber trees pretty soonish. And there'll be a lot of coal trees as well, which we're going to end up going through a bunch of coal as we are now compressing and whatnot. Radioactive wasteland is the one. Well, that's not too far away. This guy over here, radioactive wasteland. Should we go there? Should we have a look? Should we take an adventure today? Can I put a waypoint in? If I was to... Oh, yeah, right-click. New waypoint. Waypoint name. Radio... Let's call it Radio Gaga. All we hear is Radio Gaga. Make it yellow to indicate the sand is there. Radio Gaga. That's cool, man. Thank you so much, JJ. I think that is some hot shit right there. Thank you, sir. Right-click anywhere to the right. Yep. We got it. We got it. And also, my mini-map has changed a little bit there as well. So can we see the waypoint we've just put in? No, because I think it's outside of 1,000 meters or 1,000 steps. Oh no, it's up there. I can see it. It's over that way. There he is. 999 meters. So just on the cusp of it. That's cool. All right, we will get some sleep. Fix our inventories. And we're going out on a mish to find some serious sand. Isn't it amazing how you can very easily play this game with one hand tied behind your back when you're going in completely blind, and then some guardian angel comes in out of the blue and just shows you something mind-blowing, like the voxel map and how to find things. There I am mucking around with Minechem, doing it the hard way when we could have done it like that. So that's cool, man. I am very blessed that you've come in today to show us that. Right, let's get rid of this armor and these rubbish tools. That's got unbreaking on it. What else do we want to get rid of here? Wait a second, Star. We're in the middle of making the NASA workbench. Let's finish that off before we go out. Crafting table. We need a crafting table. I'm pretty sure I've got one somewhere. There we go. Boom, boom. Shake the room. Wait up. Let's get our juicy juice out of there. Our compressed steel. So that one there. Uno, dos, tres, cuatro. Oh, we need levers. Which means more stone. I'm pretty sure I scrapped all the cobblestone last time. Yes, I did, like some kind of boob. Okay, no problemo. Stone all around. So grab yourself a drink is not the correct song, but I enjoyed singing it. Let's grab this. That was a bother to me last time. I'm going to box that in because I fell in that whilst I was being attacked by a bunch of zombos. And I didn't like it. Did you just say brain? Did you say brain? And did you say brain? I know there's a creeper behind me. He's chill. Grab that coal as well, because that is useful. Be really nice if this mod pack had cobble gens in it. And I don't have to go grabbing it. I can just gen it. But then again, if the Gaming Beast is trying to stay true to, you know, real life, then that would be a little bit out there, wouldn't it? Take a quick sleep. No problem, man. And you've done many things I have yet to endeavour in. So to see you using some of the machines was quite interesting to me. You are very welcome. Always the wonderful thing about video games, isn't it? Everybody's got a different angle, a different viewpoint in how to achieve something. If I play a first-person shooter, I'm a runner and gunner. I'm going to throw myself into the heart of the battle and likely die 1,000 times. Others would be a little bit more tactical. And that is just the difference between us. We are different, yo, says VJ4, and you're not wrong, VJ4. You are not wrong, my friend. Levers. Leave her alone. What am I doing wrong here? Don't tell me it's regular cobble, bloody hell it is. Quick, get it out of there. No, we've done it again. Right. There. No. There. There we go. 1, 2. God, that was painful. Right, let's try this again. Advanced wafer. Crafting table. Compressed steel. And then 2 levers and a redstone torch. Here's the NASA workbench. We've achieved one thing I said we were going to do today before getting sidetracked on other endeavors. For now, I'm going to dump the NASA workbench here because it's pretty big. But yeah, this fella is going to build our spaceship. As you can see, there's a little bracing point up there. There's some kind of robotic drill there, and I don't know what this chap is doing. Some kind of connection thing, sensors, and yeah. Anyway, yeah. From here we can make the tier 1 rocket. The schematic for the tier 1 rocket is, well, I think we just have to type in tier 1 rocket, and there we go. So we need heavy duty plates, which I think I talked a little bit about last time. Compressed steel, compressed aluminium, and compressed bronze. All of that will make two of those, and that's when we start getting through materials really quickly, because we need at least 8 of it there for the chassis. And then we need rocket fins, which also uses the same gear. Another 4 of those times 4 for the fins. And then we've got the nose cone, another 3 of those with a redstone torch on the top of all things. Finalizing with a rocket engine on the back, which is going to need a few more little bits and bobs. Not unachievable already, because we have access to steel now, as you saw me do. We have access to compressing aluminium, and bronze we can do as well. So yeah, all achievable stuff. We could be making rockets. I did say to somebody, I think it was Arcana King, asked in the last episode, how long before you're building your first rocket? I think I said it would be the next couple of episodes. So yeah, next couple of episodes, well, this episode or the next one, we'll be in a position to get all the materials for the ship. I doubt we'll be able to take off yet, because there's a lot more we need to do before then. But we also need a launch pad. And if I am not mistaken, something we definitely can achieve. Rocket launch pad, that's it. So it's compressed iron and blocks of iron. In fact, we can do that now. Let's do that quick before we go out on a big adventure. So we've got compressed iron. I need another blocker of the stuff, which is going to be chilling in there. So we're already ready for that. VJ says, I use Star 17 as a meat shield in first-person games. That's true. He does. Get behind me, because I am going to take all of the incoming fire. Is it like that? Or was it the other way around? There we are. Rocket launch pad. And just for funsies, let's stick it down outside. Probably good to stick it around here by this turbine because that's where the power is. So if we do our 9 grid, there we go. We've got a rocket launch pad. Imagine a ship on there in the next episode or two. Right, Wasteland. We're talking Wastelanders. There we go. I have my backpack on my back. I've got crap in my pockets, which I don't need to take with us. So let's just drop that. My tools are fine for this endeavor. Sure. Not that one. Arrows are in here. Bones are in here. Zombie face is in here. Snowballs are here. Scrap can go in there. Silicone I took from the top box. That's building gear. Rotten flesh. Hungry for apples is there. Blizz rods. That's our building chest. The dirt can go up. The cobble, the stone, the wood. The iron can go in there. The sticks can go in there. I'm going to put the coal in there as well. Going to need some more glowstone. How are you dealing with light, JJ? I've been using glowstone torches because obviously you can't make a normal one without it going out really quickly. So that's how I've been getting around that. But not the most efficient way of doing it because you need glowstone. And there's not much of that about either. Right, Radio Gaga. All we hear is Radio Goo Goo. Radio Gaga. Radio blah blah. That's going to be the song of the day. There's going to be some people that will listen back to this video and be like, what the heck song is that? So let's bring you back to the 1980s. A very pivotal and influential band by the name of Queen, fronted by a very fine chap called Freddie Mercury, wrote a song called Radio Gaga. I believe it was featured on their Greatest Hits 2 album. Probably it was on another album as well. It's the Kind of Magic, I think it was. And it's not the best song on the album by any stretch of the imagination, but it's a song, and he sang it, and it's fun to sing. I've been regular glowstone blocks patterned across. All right, okay, cool. Well, this is a mess. We're going to need to parkour our way over there. There we go. Video's fire, though. All we hear is Radio Gaga, Radio Goo Goo, Radio blah blah. You didn't ask for this information, but I'm going to tell it anyway. Another band, a Detroit band under the name Electric Six, covered that song in the early 2000s. Their own rendition of Radio Gaga is out there on YouTube for you to enjoy. Tell us, Senpai. I bring you the information you didn't know you needed, but you have it now. What you do with it is up to you. Eat some of this jerky. Take a look around. There's a zombie over there. The sun is going down, so we're going to need to get our backpack out relatively soon and get bedded down for the eve before we get inundated in mobs. He has it. JJ has it. What do you have, JJ? The album by Queen? The album by Electric Six? Both? Could it be? Could it be we've stumbled upon another electric 6 fan, VJ? 150 clicks away. Right, let's be careful. Let's give ourselves a safe distance. Let's pop our backpack down here. Let's unravel the bed and let's prepare ourselves for sleepy time. P.O. Box 900. Los Angeles, California, 90212. And we will fill your prescription with everything about bananas and send it back to you. We're on the edge. We're on the edge of the... I'm going to leave that there just in case there's any whoopsie-daisies. But yeah, we're on the edge of the radioactive wasteland. Radio Gaga. We will fill your prescription with some degree of accuracy and send it back to you. That's the lyric. And then we'll send it back to you. And then we'll send it back to you. Because I buy the drugs. But you thought, where is he going to go with that high note there? That's exactly what I did. Carried it on. What rocket design are you going with? We don't get to choose, I'm afraid, VJ. It's a stock design. It's a canister. And you're going to look at it and laugh your ass off and think, how the flying fuck is that going to get to space? But we can make our own space stations. So turn that frown upside down. Space stations we do have control over. Spaceships, not so much. Now, I might be proven wrong by JJ. Maybe he knows more. But, yeah, as far as I'm aware, we've got the Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4, Tier 5, and Tier 6 rockets, which allows us to get to different distances. But I don't think there's an incredible set of different spacecraft that we can construct. I think he removed the Tier 6. Really? Well, so we can't go outside the Kuiper Belt. If he's done that, I'll be having words with him. Do you hear me, Gaming Beast? I'll be coming to speak to you. I'll be coming to speak to you, and you can choose whether or not you decide to listen and answer me. I'm going to take that gravel, because why not? There was loads of it. Now, the Tier 5 now has all the same capabilities of the old Tier 6. Wow. There's some clay there. Let's grab that. Because we like clay. Give it to me. I thought I read it in one of his patches. You seem to be one of the only ones asking him lots of questions about his motivations with the development and the ongoing development of the mod pack, which I think is cool. I've been reading your past discussions. How much did we get? We got 1, 2, 3, well, 2 stacks and a bit, and some gravel and some clay. It's not been a bad little run. Oh, hello. Do you, JJ, have any insight as to whether there could be any... You said something about there being veins and all kinds of stuff. Anything underground, maybe, that I can grab a bunch of it before I go? I should probably check out this village over here. And I talked about rubber trees earlier as well. I don't want this. This is salt. I'm leaving that behind. Don't want to fill up my inventory with that stuff. There's plenty of that around anyway. You can always check in the not enough items mod. What time have we got? 11:24. Doing all right. Got about an hour and 6 minutes left of today's stream. I'll look at all that sand over there. If I was in a safer spot, VJ, I would open up the ting and have a look and see if there's any other rocket designs that's in the game. I know there is a variant between a rocket that has capability for cargo and one that does not. What in the heck is this? Black wool? These just radioactive legs. It's the only real natural resource of sound I found in the overworld, sadly. Yeah, okay, mate. Thank you for that, though. I really appreciate guiding us here. That's been invaluable, to say the least. In fact, what? Oh my god, I've left my backpack somewhere, haven't I? I've left my backpack and completely forgotten where I've left it. Bread. Grab the bread. Bread is bread. What's this button do? Let's press it. Did you do something? Did you open something? Some secret door or anything? I'm going to grab that black wool. Because it's black wool. Loads of beds in there. It's about 100 meters off your marker. Yeah. Thank you, mate. Shouldn't be too hard to find. But yeah, I was just running around like a fool, and then, yeah, all of a sudden was like, hang on a second. I'm going to lose that thing if I'm not careful. I was lucky. I've got 2 of them. There was some kind of glitch somewhere in the game, but 2 of them spawned in. So I've got 2 backpacks for the price of 1. So if I lose one, I've got a spare, but I don't want to lose any of them really, because I've got one at home, which is like my bed, which I use, and then one for the road. Did we go in here? Yeah, that's where the black wool was. Rubber trees. Yeah, just check the Gaming Beasts Discord. It's the second latest announcement. First line, Tier 6 has been removed. Now, I wonder if that was causing him bugs or something with the game, having it in there. God, look, there's acacia over there. Acacia makes me weak at the knees. Arcana King, redeemed. Do a hard wow. Oh my lord. Okay, what is a hard wows? Maybe a hard wows is a stupid noise. I'm wowsing out. Wows! Hopefully that constitutes as a hard wows for you, Arcana. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for serving Daddy. You are the senpai, not the other way around. Why am I not seeing any rubber trees? This forest should be full of the dang things. Has he taken rubber out the game as well? There's an issue with the game crashing. I don't know where I read the tier 5 buffs. They weren't a thing. You can no longer interstellar travel. Wait a second. So you're telling me that we're not going to be able to explore beyond the Kuiper Belt? And Skeletor has to stay in our solar system? Sorry, I saw that like a magpie. I saw all this gold and I wanted it. Have you obtained the Millennium Falcon? No, I have not. Don't think it's a redeemable in this game, unfortunately. Once upon a time, back in my early days of playing Minecraft, I was playing on PlayStation 4. And I took it upon myself to try to recreate the Enterprise in a relatively good ratio. I think it was like a 1-for-1 ratio. I'm going to get myself killed here, aren't I? Like some kind of idiot. But that was literally me mining, building like a son of a gun at time. And in the end, I just kind of abandoned it. Managed to get the whole plate system made. It was accessible, you can get in it, and then I was working on the BJ, help me out. What's the terminology for the other part of the Enterprise, which isn't the plates? The bit's got the blue circle on it. I think so. I have found any rubber in my world. As far as I can tell, it's impossible to get rubber trees. Either that or a secret Minecam recipe not listed somewhere. Alright, yeah, I think if I get to a safe spot, I'll have a look in the menus and see what we can see. The dish, not the dish. The dish, I called the plate, but yeah, the dish is what it's called. The other bit. The legs. Yeah, your mission is to go and find out. That was the bit that... was it that episode Riker was doing the dish or the other bit? The saucer section, I think you'll find it's called. Yeah, that's right, the saucer section. Is this Star Trek? We are talking about Star Trek. Well, I'm talking about Star Trek. I'm talking about the USS Enterprise. Has two sections. What's called the saucer, which is the big round circular bit on the top, and then you've got the other bit. That's what we're trying to work out what that's called, with the photon. What's it called? Engines and everything. Right, well, on the news that there's no rubber around, I will bail out on being here. We've got a decent amount of acacia, so I know I can come back here again in the future if we need more. Actually, no, what am I doing? I said I was going to check the thing, didn't I? Let's go back. In, close the door. Can they get in? Only from the sky. Go over here, and let's have a quick look. Rubber. So rubber is in it. A rubber tree sapling is still in it. A rubber wood is still in it. Maybe Minecam, as you say. Sticky resin, that's the stuff that you make it from. Can extract it from rubber, wood, and trees. Scrap box can also give us rubber. Precision sawmill, again with that. Redstone furnace. Alloy smelter. Doesn't look like I can Minecam it in unless it's made up of polyisobutylene. Iron and that stuff. Yeah, I wonder if... you can make rubber that way round. But apparently it's in the game. Star drive section is all I can find. It contains the battle bridge. It does contain the battle bridge and probably Geordie's little love hole. Geordie's little shame hole. So where's home? Home is too far away, so let's get to our beacon over here. That should then lock on to our home beacon. There it is. So our backpack should be around. Have to go now. Have a good one. JJ, thank you so much for being here. Really appreciate you joining us today and all of your wonderful information. You are a diamond geezer. Have a great day. Keep your eyes peeled, everyone, for my backpack. I put it down somewhere. I think it was like over there near that brick. Worf gets a boner at the mention of the battle bridge. He does. A confused boner, I think, is the correct terminology, because he's excited. There's the backpack. Excited, but shouldn't show excitement, being a Klingon, I suppose. So he gets an awkward, confused boner. That's on our back. Good. JJ is Bebe. It's Deep Space Nine boner, obviously. Is it a Deep Space Nine boner? I don't get bonus for DS9. I get bonus for TNG. That's where I get excited. This looks like a meteor drop zone over here. Let's go and check it out on our way back. Peeks out for the next generation. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I didn't watch TNG, but will... I didn't watch Star Trek. I don't watch Star Trek, but will at some point. It's like the Beatles, you know, you could explore it early, you can explore it later. When you do, I think you'll be happy. I came, let me rephrase that. When I was young, so TNG obviously came out in the 90s, and I would have been a teenager at the time. It was uncool to enjoy Star Trek amongst my peers at school. But my stepfather was a fan, huge fan, and every day he would be watching Star Trek, and I would rib him constantly about, you know, his adoration of the show. And then probably roll forward 20 years, then I found my passion for it. So I was initially, you know, a bit offish to it, and then it found its place in my heart. Where is the chest? There is a chest here somewhere. Show it to me. I think I've just broken this pick. Parkour. Chest, anyone seen it? I'm going to have to use my hammer. There's the chest. What do we get in here? Inscriber calculation press this time. Wow. The biggest difference between Star Trek and the Beatles is I fucking hate the Beatles. I mean, yeah, I'm not. I'm going to upset people by saying that I'm not a fan either, but that doesn't mean to say that I don't appreciate the art form and their contributions to the, you know, to the world of creative arts. Not my cup of tea. And you know, it's one of those things where some people then will feel compelled to challenge that. Oh, what do you mean you don't like the Beatles? You have to like the Beatles. They're like the best. And you know, I think if I was around in that time period, I would probably have gravitated to other things because I'm less poppy and more. I like edgier stuff, I suppose. Look at this. The big score down the earth there, separating us from that section over there. I don't rate a single one of their songs. It's all about the Kinks, says VJ4. They really bug me. Kappa. Nice. His rapier wit is out, and he's shoving it about for us all to look upon. Alright, I can't see any coal trees either. Is he probably taken out the coal trees as well? Because if he has, that's a shame. No rubber trees, no coal trees. Because that would make sense to have that in the game. It's charcoal at the end of the day. And what's this generating business? World structures. It's charcoal at the end of the day and is definitely formed from wood and a specific way that it is burned. So completely plausible that you could see a standing tree which has been burned, petrified, burned, and become charcoal over time. That is plausible. But we are not here to complain. There's always a workaround, and we can find our way around this situation. Rubber will not elude us completely. I don't even know what I'm going to need it for, but I think possibly when we get down to making spacesuits and whatnot, then that becomes a requirement. Okay, home is that way. That's the way we need to go. So let's go. Unless I see some acacia, and then I'm going to make a beeline for it. I think there's a Stargate over here. Let's check that out. Again, like a magpie, I see something in my peripheral vision and I make a beeline for it immediately because it's interesting and exciting. Look, VJ, a Stargate. I'm going to go and sleep up there, I think, after I kill these guys. Chevron 6 engaged. Yeah, I'm going to go over there and take it. I'm going to sleep under it, and then in the next day, I'm going to take it and all of the sandstone it stood on and stick it in my backpack and take it home. Because look what's going on here. Let's put everything up in my backpack for now. There we go. And then it is backpack, it's that button, it's put it down, it's pull out the thing, it's sleep. If you're enjoying the stream, don't forget to like and subscribe. Star17 thinks you rock. Where are you now with the ship quest? You'll be pleased, Arcana, because I have made the NASA workbench. And in a sudden twist of events, I've also made the launch pad as well. We established that... Oh shit, my pick is broken, isn't it? We established that we have everything we need to make the... components required for the ship itself. So completely doable in this episode or the next. We won't be able to take off yet though, because there'll be more prep that we'll need to do before we leave this planet behind. But yeah, we did the NASA workbench. You'll see that in a second when I get us back to the homestead. And then I'll also show you the launch pad that we put down. Then we got completely sidetracked because JJ came along and told me a really clever way of using the maps that are in this mod pack to my advantage to be able to go out and find some materials that I have been spending a ridiculous amount of time manufacturing myself. So that's where we are now, on our way back from that adventure. But hey, it's great to have an adventure from time to time in Minecraft. Can't just stay at the base all the time like some kind of hermit. We need to go out and about and get looking for stuff. You just have to look for it. It was adventure time. Then we lost our backpack for a little bit, and then I found it again. And then I got excited by acacia trees, and then we started running around in circles looking for rubber trees that apparently don't exist anymore. And the rest is history. Look at that, we got 7 chevrons and 10 pieces of Stargate ring. Shift, smash. On my back it goes. Let's see if we can get... Hey! Get out of here, day zombie. Another one. Look, you guys, I've come to get this sandstone. Don't need you messing up my plans. Oh, these are chevrons. That's why it did that. Is JJ the MC content creator that had his main channel hacked or something? No, that is Clue. Clue is a... he's a content creator that had his account hacked. He made a, if you're interested, he made a series. And it was really fun. It was called... what was it called? Basically, the principle is that he starts the game in a 1x1 block allowance. So what I mean by that is there was confines to the landmass that he had access to. And then after a certain period of time, that radius would start to increase. So then he'd have a 2x2 landmass, then he'd have a 3x3 and a 4x4, and he had to work around beating the game, you know, with these confines in place. That was his ting, basically. And he was doing it on hardcore mode as well, which meant that if he died, that was game over. The game gets wiped, and he's got to start again. And he did die, and that was the end of the show. But then he went quiet after that. I never heard from him for about 2 years. And then obviously he came in the last stream like a surprise, and let us know that he had his account hacked. And yeah, that was the situation. But yeah, oh look, there's the Stargate base there. Highly recommend if you're enjoying what I'm doing. He is much better at content creation as me. You know, he puts on a good show. Plus, he has a very, very, very alluring French accent. He's got that French accent, just to make it even more appealing. I don't know where he's from. I don't think it's France. I think he's like some French-speaking place somewhere elsewhere. But JJ is he is just another traveler like me, playing this mod pack. He is chatting in the Discord of the mod pack developer, and yeah, he came on today to give us some of his wisdom, and I think he's been following what we've been doing, which is kind of cool. I don't know whether you know this or not, Arcana, but the mod pack developer, also known as the Gaming Beast, on his web pages, he's given me a little nod saying, obviously, if you wanna see somebody actively playing my mod pack, Star 17 is the man to go and see. So from that, obviously, I'm getting some of his players come and check out, you know, what we're doing, either on the VODs or live, as you've seen today, really. So I'm humbled that you know, that I've been given this great honor, and I'm doing this whole playthrough again as a thank you, first and foremost, for that little bit of notoriety, but also because it's just loads of fun. I didn't get to beat it the first time. I've always wanted to come back to it. Wow. And now that I've got a decent computer rig to be able to stream it at the same time, this is where we are. There we go. That was a successful adventure, if I do say so myself. Sand, chevrons, stargates, sandstones, acacia, some more spruce. I do like the spruce variants as well. Now, I will show you what we've been up to before we went out on a journey. Let me take a sip of my drink. So here we go then. Here is a launch pad. So once we build the rocket, I'll be able to put the rocket on here. I'll be able to stick on the side a fuel loading mechanism, which would then be able to power off of this. And then we'll need a fuel loader. Sorry, the fuel loader goes on there. We'll also need a cargo loader. God damn, the poison rain. We'll need a cargo loader on there as well, which means that then we can put cargo in the ship before we take off. Basically, to build the ship, we needed this little structure here. This is the NASA workbench. As you can see, tier 1 rocket is what we can build at this stage. So we need to build all the parts for that, as well as what we need to turn this into a cargo faring vessel. And then I can take that, stick it on the launch pad over there, and then technically, once it's powered, it can go. But it doesn't mean that we're ready to go, because we're going to need spacesuits, we're going to need thermal clothing, we're going to need to take all of the necessary things we need with us on our journey, because getting back is going to be just as difficult. It's not like you fly the rocket into the planet and then you can flip it around and fly it back again. Because what will end up happening is, as you reach the atmosphere of the place you're going to, you'll come down in a lander. And then once you're on the place, well, you're kind of stuck there, really. That lander's not going to be able to take you back again, I don't think. So you either need to build another ship or take another ship with you for the return journey, or you need to figure out a way to be able to teleport between places. And that's why the Stargate is kind of important in a way, because I think if we have enough of them, we can put 2 Stargates up and we should be able to travel between the 2 locations. Pronouncing power like Howard with a P. What does that mean? Who's Howard? Howard who? Time to sleep. And then we're going to chuck up the gear that we just picked up on our journey here. So the Stargate ring will stick up in here. So we got 2 Stargate chevrons. No, we did not. We got loads more than that. Where have they all gone? 1 Stargate base? I don't believe that. What's happened here? Oh, they're inside my thing, aren't they? Got myself scared for a second there, because they're inside here. Oh, you mean like Howard? Howard? Howard Powered? How'd you say it? I know the Northerners say per, which probably isn't right, but it sounds right coming out my mouth. Per. Per. Sandstone, 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 sand, sand, sand. Dirt, spruce, acacia, acacia. Gravel, gravel. Back in the backpack. Grab the rest of the bits out of there. And then we've got cobble, more gravel, and skystone. Bit of dirt. More skystone. Is this the place for wool? I think it is. And then clay goes up in here as well. Beautiful stuff. Stick those bits there. You go up. Chips. Ran out of space. What else did you miss earlier, Arcana? We also talked a little bit about Radio Gaga, because I thought it was funny to give a waypoint to where we were going. Radio Gaga was the name of it, and then that gave us something to talk about for a little bit. Radio Gaga, yes. Radio Gaga. All we hear is Radio Gaga. Radio, what's new? Someone still loves you. Such a good song. These buttons. I'm going to stick them there. They will come in handy, I'm sure, for something later. No dizzle, no doubt. Why have we got iron in there? Doesn't seem like a right thing to have. Copper, iron, gold, bit of pork can go up. I need to sort these chests out again and have more of them. Lady Gaga's Transition Scion. I do not know what Radio Gaga is, but I think the song is vaguely familiar. BJ, do you want to take this one, or shall I? Oh god, yeah, the poison rain is still in effect. Stick that up, stick it in the box, and get out. Do that. Because our waypoint would have changed. Okay, so, what do we got? We've got about half an hour left of today's stream. What's left on my to-do list? What do we need for the spacesuit? Thermal undergarments. Why did I get hurt then? If I'm indoors. Oh yeah, because I've got poison effect in. Wowsy Wall, Castle Greyskull. Well, we're not going to be able to do much outside for now, so let's have a look at what we need to build the thermal underslunks. So that's under Galactic Craft Planets or Galaxy Space. Keeps the heat in conditions from minus 80 degrees Celsius to plus 80 degrees Celsius. And this one doesn't give us that kind of information. But I think, yeah, thermal cloth is the component required. So what do we need to make thermal cloth? Sapphires? I don't even think we've seen a sapphire yet. And this one requires redstone and wool. So yeah, actually, if we get ourselves a decent amount of redstone... Actually, we don't even need... Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. Because that's 5. That's 8. That's 7. That's 4. We're going to need a decent amount of that. So yeah, redstone I need. So we need to go back into the mine and find some redstone. I need to fix my tools before we can do that because they're all smashed to bits. Let's eat some bread. Iron is the fixie. Yeah, if I go out there, I'm going to get hurt. So let's fix the sword first. What's going on here? Excuse me. Hammer next. It's hammer time. Now the hatchet. Iron pickaxe is completely knackered. There we go. We don't need to make more tools when we can fix the ones we have. This is still brewing iron. Your homework for the day today, Arcana King, is to go on YouTube, after my stream of course, and listen to either Queen Radio Gaga. It's a song written and performed by Queen, Freddie Mercury specifically, or it was covered by another band called Electric Six. Don't you butt mom me. And then if you want to go to the nth degree, you can learn the song and then record it and stick it in the Discord for us to enjoy. But I don't expect you to do that. It would just be fun if it happened. Electric Six is the version I'm listening to. Cool, it's a good version. As performed by Dick Valentine is the name of the lead singer of Electric Six. Dick Valentine, what a guy. I think he parodies the song a little bit, you know, by saying radio blah blah. But, yeah, if anyone was to cover that song, he was a good guy to do it. Of course, his name is Dick Valentine, yeah. His name is DV. Dickie V. The sun is coming down, the zombies are getting in, so let's wait until tomorrow before we go looking for redstone. Going to look out the window wistfully. I wonder if there's a way you can recycle this glass, because we can make better glass than this. Pure clear glass that doesn't have all of these kind of tile effects on them. That was another song that he wrote. Absolutely. Good song, that one. One of the first songs I learned to play on my guitar, actually. The song we are talking about, to those listening in, is Gay Bar by Electric Six. You! I want to take you to a gay bar. And the rest. Come on, nighttime. Bring it to us. We want to sleep, and then go mining. Sleep and mine. Sleep. Eat, sleep, mine. Eat, sleep, mine. Eat, sleep, mine. Kommen Sie bitte und listen to Kraftwerk. There we go. See ya, Skelly. You skellywag. Oh, he's come down. What a treat. What a treat! He's decked out in some decent armor, this one. A crack shot with his bow and arrows. I have vanquished him and got his face. Right, redstone. We're on the look for redstone. I wonder if this new mappy thing can give us any insight. Water transparency on, biomes on, chunk grid off, slime chunks off, terrain depth both, block transparency on, filtering on, biome overlay transparent, dynamic lighting, water transparent. Yeah, I guess not. Yeah. I thought maybe it could give us some eyeballs on where the redstone is, but yeah, maybe I need to learn a little bit more about how that one works. And our tunnel takes us through the meteor. Hello, zombie. Just a quick squiz around here, see if we can see any redstone just chilling on the surface. I don't believe so. So down we go into the mine. Mines of Moria. That way took us to lava and stuff. So this, let's take a different route. Just check the mini-map. Is there lava ahead? Yes, there is. But that's okay. So we can go around it. So let's bust the stone in this direction. Can always do with the extra iron. Look at that. That will be handy. Lead. It's getting dark for you guys, I'm sure. So let's stick a torch down. Time for another torch. I'll be mad if we don't come across any redstone at all. Because if we can make the... oh, here we go. If we can make the thermal pants today, that would be great. You can hear the lava bubbling. Bubbling close by. What did we get there? We got 36 redstones. I still feel like we need a lot more than that. Coming up on the lava, so let's deviate our direction. Lapas on the ground. I repeat, Lapas is on the ground. You know what we say about Lapas, don't you? Some aluminium here. Hey, there we go. That's the stuff. And loads of it. What a find. Mission complete. And we've run out of torches. So I need to make more next time. So what do we get there? Oh, we got over a stack now. Juicy loot. Alright guys, hope you're enjoying the stream today. 20 minutes left till I have to get a wriggle on. Go and pick up the my youngest from his school. I'd stream all day if I could. Chuck the iron up because that stuff is going to deplete the quickest. What else have we got here? Silver, some lead, some osmium, aluminium, uranium. And that was it. Well, I don't know what I've been told. But uranium ore is worth more than gold. Excuse me, I have a frog in my throat. A little British saying for you all there. I have a frog in my throat. How many subs do I have to give to Star Seeing Uranus? Uranus? I read the other day, Arcana. I don't know whether this is, if you're interested like I'm interested. But yeah, anything space related I'm quite interested in. So I do get projected media or, you know, articles or whatever sent to my phone, because that's something that I spend time obviously looking at anyway. I saw an article the other day where they were petitioning to change the name of the planet Uranus to something else. Now, I don't know whether that was a joke or a meme or something of that nature, but I read something about it nonetheless. Changing the name of something that has been labelled as such for, well, for as long as it's been given the title. Secondly, who has the power to do that? Seriously. I mean, we're not talking about declassifying Pluto here. We're talking about changing the name of something that's inside every single science book and every single piece of, you know, information. You know, even probably on that gold disc that went up on Voyager, probably mentions the word Uranus, and you know, someone's just come along and decided, well, let's just change the name. Let's call it something else. It reminds us too much of a body part. How dare they? How dare they? Well, for the most part, most people don't know, or most people I know into astronomy call it Uranus anyway. Yeah, I call it both because it kind of, I was raised saying Uranus, and then more modern time, I'm hearing it being classified as Uranus more and more and more. So if the your anus joke, it's not even that bad. It's not really, is it? No. We need these little levities and brevities in life, you know. Let's just keep calling it Uranus, because then we've got all the Uranus jokes that we can dish out to people. Anyway, right. Let's not get too much on a tangent. We are here to make thermal cloth. 1, 2. Hang on, let's do this quickly. 16 of the boys. And let's grab some more. We don't have that much more. Kind of blasted through all of the wool I had there. Let's see how much of the armor we can make. So we can make the hat. We can make the vest. And that's it. Got 2 bits of wool there, 6 bits of wool there, and 4 bits of wool there. I'm going to need to go on a wool run. Right, we can make the shoes with that one. Yeah, no way we're going to be able to make the trousers today. Unless I make a blistering sprint to somewhere where I saw a bunch of wool earlier. But yeah, we managed to get through all of it. I can do something with this string for sure. Let's also ask ourselves if we can make it. Serine, glycine, alanine. And where would we get serine from? Let's find out. Chemical decomposer, no. Chemical synthesis, carbon, hydrogen, nitrate. Oh, so we can synthesize it with carbon, hydrogen, and nitrate. Oh, we can do stuff. We can do stuff. Right, let's us put on our thermals underneath our current armor. So we just need the trousers there. Then we're also going to need to make that stuff as well. 2 air canisters, a breathing unit. That's like a radar, faceplate, and a parachute. So we're going to need all of those things as well. But we will go on a journey in a second. Grab some more. Well, actually, do we need to do that? Do we need to do that? How many is that going to make? 6. Yeah, that's totally not enough. We will need to go on a journey. Alright, let's stick that there for now. Take a quick sleep. We're done, monkeys, and have the obsession on paper. So let us have our fun. Fan. Let them have their tartar sauce. Oh my god, there's some zombies. Running back to Radio Gaga. All that village over there. Probably noticed I don't need to proofread, and I type in the dark. You're actually very well written, is the right word? Look at you, you've got all the punctuation in all the right spots. Oh my god, it's another blast from the past. Alexandriev! What a blessing. Guys, in the chat, if anybody's still here, Alexandriev used to be a regular visitor back in the day when I used to stream Skyblock Challenge. So that was quite early on in my streaming timelines. Alex, so good to have you back. I hope you are well. I hope you've been keeping well. I had a great big long break from YouTubing and streaming. And yeah, I probably started it up again in December. So very nice to see you again. I never forgot about you. I'll never forget a face. Alex used to keep me company into the late hours when I used to stream at like 10 p.m. in the evening until about midnight or so. He would stick around. Stick around until the end. And if you've not met already, I think you guys have already met, Arcana and Alex. If you forgot each other, I introduce you again. Alex, this is Arcana. Arcana, this is Alex. How have you been all this time? I've been really good, mate. I've been pretty good. I've been growing my family. I have a 3-year-old now. So I've been doing that for the last 3 years. And working, and then I lost my job in November, was made redundant, and since then I've been actively looking for a new job, and yeah, playing games, streaming, being a bit of a house husband. My partner's got a new job already. She used to work for the same company as me, and she was able to find something a lot quicker than I was. She's out working, and I am, yeah, like I say, just kind of keeping the home lights on at the moment. And I was saying earlier, I'll have to pop off and pick up my little one from school relatively soon. So we will be cutting this stream short. Well, not short, because I always do 2 hours in the morning. But I'll be finishing up today about 12:30 a.m. 12:30 p.m. Sorry, Meteor just dropped over there. Which is in 9 minutes. Arcana says he begs celebrities for money. Do you, Arcana, and do you have any success? Every now and again I'll come across a YouTube video which is something along the lines of, we asked these rich billionaires to Venmo us money, and here's what happened. And then a lot of them just like end up shoving them a bunch of money. How have you been all this time, Alex? Have you been well? I hope you have. Hope the world has treated you kindly. We should label today's adventure the quest for the thermal pants. We're out finding cloth to make thermal pants. Thermal pants essential for space travel. Otherwise we'll freeze our little butt off in our metal can that would be flying off in. Here's some wool. I knew I saw some. Is it going to be enough? Probably not. But it's something. This is a mod pack, Alex. You didn't ask, but I'm going to tell you anyway. This is a mod pack. It's called Steve's Galaxy Reborn. The world has been annihilated with asteroids, meteors, and a zombie apocalypse. And our job, should we choose to accept it, is to restore this world back to its former glory. Or not. We could choose to leave it behind. We're going to do a little bit of both. So I've already been terraforming it back to a habitable place, but we're also going to build spaceships and we're going to go other places. There's a bunch of Guardian bosses on the other planets and the other satellites out there in the solar system. So we're going to go and pay them a visit. We're going to kick their bony behinds. And then we're going to come back triumphant. As Lord and Master of the universe. The world was destroyed, but God founded TikToks. According to the lore of this game setting, it's the year 2174. So who knows what came after TikTok? TikTok 2, TikTok 3. We destroyed ourselves making too many TikToks. We TikToked ourselves to oblivion. remember seeing a little bit more wool in the format of a wigwam. There's something over there. Let's head in that direction. We almost got through a whole stack of jerky in this episode. Oh, I see it. Look at that. Wool for days. Maybe not for days, but there's wool over there. Can you see it too? What's that? 4, 8, 12. 16, 20 nice pieces of the good stuff. Give it to me. I want it all. I Want It All is another song made by Queen. Paper. Very small little village, this one. Not much going on there, but it had wool for us, which is just wonderful. And a well. Wool and a well. Right, I think we've got enough to finish up, and I need to finish up because time evades us. Can you expect another stream this week? Yes, definitely. If the weather is good, and I don't have any other prior engagements, maybe we can do one tomorrow. Why is the weather good important, you might ask? I need to spend more time exercising, so today, because it was, I think it was like 9 degrees when I started running, and somewhere in the double digits by the time I got home, I was able to get out today and do 5 miles out in the wild, and that was very nice. Otherwise, I have to go to the gym, and going to the gym means I've got to drive over there. Then I need to obviously get in. I need to do the thing I need to do. I usually spend about an hour running anyway, and then I need to drive home. And then by that time, it will pretty much be it will pretty much be the time that I need to pick up my kid from school. So that opportunity will remove itself. But if I can get out in the morning after I drop him in at 9. Do a quick 1 hour run. I'm done by 10. Streaming by 10:30. 2 hours. Done by 12:30, and then off to pick him up by 1. So I had to try to open a tin of varnish. I like that. I had to try to open a tin of varnish. You had to try it. I'm interested to know your method. Did you use your fingernails? Did you use a screwdriver? Did you use a thin piece of wood? Did you use sheer telekinesis? Did you shout at it? Did you squeeze the tin and hope that the force would pop the top? Arcana says, did you use an axe? Have I been Kingdom Come Deliverancing? I haven't played Kingdom Come Deliverance since I stopped streaming, Alex. I'm sorry. I haven't been back. Poor Henry is... he's alone. I don't even know if I've still got my save game. I don't know if you noticed, but we've got a brand new setup here in Star 17 world. I have a nice shiny PC. So I think if I was to ever go back to Kingdom Come Deliverance, I would probably play it on PC, possibly modded. I remember you guys always used to talk about how, you know, you could do all kinds of wonderful things with mods. So that could be an opportunity for the future, because this PC will definitely play it. Took 2 screwdrivers and a lot of confusion. Never before has there been a tin so against the idea of opening. Yeah, some of them have just sheer will to stay fused. It's almost like they hear you saying, I'm going to go open that tin of varnish, and then they solidify at the sheer notion of it. Did you take it out for dinner? Showed it a good time to loosen it. Oh, yes. I have to try that this evening, get some candles. Just be careful with the candles, though, because I hear that varnish is flammable. Right, thermal pants. Can we do it? The quest for the thermal pants. Let's take the wool we've got, take the cloth we've got, take the redstone that we have. Back over here. Redstone in the middle. One, 2, and 3. What is it for trousers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we need another 2. We can do this. We can do this. And we have spare wool for the future. There they are. The pants. The pants. Fact, let's... Oh, okay. It doesn't make a difference to us. It's underneath the clothes that we're wearing. You can't see them. So I thought that would have been fun if we could see old Skeletor here wearing the thermal underwear. But yeah, we've done great today. Just a quick recap on what we have achieved. And then we'll do our inventory management, and then we'll close down the stream. Yep, we didn't do that. NASA workbench we created. This will allow us to build the rocket. We've got our launch pad over there. We are fully decked out in thermal padding. That's going to protect us from the sub-zero temperatures of space. And we learned a bit about this, the voxel map, which we can now use to our benefit when looking for the things that we are essentially looking for. Obviously, we haven't explored much of it. You know, we're pretty landlocked here with respect to the voxel map itself, but we've been able to identify the radioactive wasteland, put a marker there for it. Something here quite interesting. Could this be a volcano? Might be interesting to check out at some point. There's another radioactive wasteland down here. And stargates. We were talking about stargates, right? So there's another stargate there we can go and steal. There's another one there we can go and steal. We found one from up here somewhere. More stargates the better, because then I think we can use those to make portals to other planets. If that's not been taken out of the mod pack, that is. Hopefully it hasn't. But yeah, we learned a little bit about the voxel map, which is great. Yeah, we're well on our way. We've also got a bunch more iron from the mine, some more redstone. Things are peachy in the land of Star 17 Gaming. Let's just chuck some of this stuff up in our treasure chests. Iron goes up, redstone goes up. Your wool, you need to go somewhere else. You guys are for another chest as well. That's our inventory management complete. We actually fixed all of our tools as well, so that's another thing we've done today. Chuck the paper in the paper box. Are you the paper box? No. You are the paper box. And the wool we'll put in here, in the building materials box. That's it. We did it. We did it. It's like the Thor's hammer of tins. Well, I've got a machine over here, Alex, which could probably do the job for us as well. It's called a compressor. So we could have chucked the tin in there, it could have compressed it, and all of the varnish would come flying out in every direction, and then you could just scoop it up and use it, or maybe just brush it off the floor or something. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being with us today. We're going to end the stream there, or we're going to have a sleep as well. We're going to end the stream there. I'm going to get on with the rest of my daily duties and chores. I wish you all I wish you all a wonderful rest of your days. Hopefully we'll be back on tomorrow. Thank you, Arcana. Thank you, Alex, for being here. Thank you, VJ. S other name, if you're still about, lurking. Also, if you come back for the VOD later on, thank you as well to JJ, who has been a wonderful insight to us as well. Guys, take care, stay safe. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.